Hi, Gene here with today's thought. Those of you who have been watching this vlog for a while know that it's pretty rare for me to compliment the Biden administration, but this is going to be one of those days when I'm going to, because, well, yesterday's thought was a refutation of this accusation by the far left, which, let's be honest, is the base of the Democrat Party these days, or they're a big enough part of the Democrat Party that the people at the top, such as Joe Biden, they have to pay attention to them. But I refuted this idea, this accusation that Israel is a racist country, and I did that by showing a photo of the Haifa Israel soccer team, which you can clearly see is multiracial. And interestingly, they are observing a moment of silence for the victims of the October 7th massacre. But there's another perhaps even more pernicious lie about Israel, that this accusation that they are engaged in genocide, that the Israeli army is engaged in genocide against the Palestinians. Now, I was going to do a video on that to refute that libel too, and it looks like I won't have to, because surprisingly and refreshingly, the Biden administration in the form of John Kirby, the spokesman for the National Security Council, he did it for me, because well, you know what? Let's go right to the video.
Protesters here in D.C., in New York, across the country, they've settled on a nickname for the president. They've been calling him Genocide Joe. They wrote it on the gates. Do you have a response from the White House to that nickname that they've settled on?
We're not worried about nicknames and bumper stickers. I mean, it's First Amendment, free speech. The president's focused on, as he wrote in his op-ed, on making sure that we can continue to support Israel as they fight a terrible terrorist group, Hamas, and as we all work together to get humanitarian assistance in and get people out, including hostages. I said this the other day. Again, people can say what they want on the sidewalk, and we respect that. That's what the First Amendment's about. But this word genocide is getting thrown around in a pretty inappropriate way by lots of different folks. What Hamas wants, make no mistake about it, is genocide. They want to wipe Israel off the map. They've said so publicly, more than one occasion. In fact, just recently. And they've said that they're not going to stop. What happened on the 7th of October is going to happen again and again and again. And what happened on the 7th of October? Murder, slaughter of innocent people in their homes or at a music festival. That's genocidal intentions. Yes, there are too many civilian casualties in Gaza. Yes, the numbers are too high. Yes, too many families are grieving. And yes, we continue to urge the Israelis to be as careful and cautious as possible. That's not going to stop, from the president right on down. But Israel is not trying to wipe the Palestinian people off the map. Israel's not trying to wipe Gaza off the map. Israel's trying to defend itself against a genocidal terrorist threat. So when if we're going to start using that word, fine, let's use it appropriately.
Once again, compliments, kudos to John Kirby for the statement that you just saw and heard, because as I said, the anti-Israel left, the people making these accusations against Israel, they are a large part of the Democrat Party. So he is it's courageous on his part, because he has this balancing act. You have to remember this, as I said, this far left, Israel hating, frankly anti-Semitic part of the Democrat Party. They are really, if they're not the base of the party, they're getting pretty close to it. There are definitely enough of these people to hurt the Democrats in the election. Now, to be honest, I'll be doing a polling update pretty soon, but the betting average today, these are people who actually put up money to bet on who's going to win the election. Trump is ahead in that average now by 8 points, which is the largest. I don't know if it's the largest ever, but it's the largest recently, and it looks to be going. So my point is that I feel on pretty safe ground saying that Biden is going to lose one way or the other. He's going to lose anyway. Only the margin is in question. So maybe because of what Kirby said, the margin will be larger than it would have been. But still, it shows courage on Kirby's part, and for him to be able to make that statement, he must have had the acquiescence, if not the blessing, of Joe Biden. So I guess I'm going to have to compliment Joe Biden too. They have a real balancing act between the pro-Israel and anti-Israel parts of the Democrat Party, and Biden has been trying to walk the tightrope in between them. He has been, on the one hand, declaring strong support for Israel, but on the other hand, calling for ceasefires. He apparently, it looks like he wants long ceasefire. So that's he's making one statement to appease one part of the Democrat Party, another statement to appease the other part. But again, John Kirby, what you just saw, that compliments to him. I mean, it really took courage. It would be easy for a Republican to make that same statement. A lot harder for Kirby to do it, and he didn't it wasn't wishy-washy. He was very strong and solid on that. He really called out a large part of the Democrat Party at the risk of losing votes. So I have to compliment him on it. And thank you very much, John Kirby. Let's see more of this. And that's my thought for today. Thanks for stopping by. If you could subscribe, that would really be great. Share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. But most of all, come back and see me again. I would love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.